Hello everybody. This is the Avengers Endgame review, no spoilers. This is my honest opinion about the show. No spoilers. It's a alright movie to go watch. You know what? Just like Justice League was an alright movie to watch. It don't follow canon, neither does. None of them follow canon. You know, like if someone, I don't see where everybody complained about Justice League being so rotten, or Batman versus Superman being so rotten, when they were much better. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Batman versus Superman, I thought it was well good. There was a lot of action sequences, and so what? Batman had guns. Well, I could tell you a lot of things about the early Thor movie. They got that way off. They got the whole thing screwed up. Marvel Cinematic does not follow Protocol 2. They followed Protocol pretty close to Captain America. Iron Man's way off. Iron Man's so way off. Tony Stark ain't that big of a narcissist. Like, Robert Downey Jr. played a hell of an Iron Man. Let me put it that way. But people getting over-exasperated about these movies, Marvel Cinematic movies, and trash talking DC. I'm worried about you. You may want to seek medical and psychiatric help, because I didn't see it that big of a deal. I thought Batman Superman was a good Elseworld story. I mean, it fit the criteria. It was a lot of action. They kind of put bits and pieces out of the DC canon and put them in there and it was okay. I didn't mind it. Doomsday wasn't right, but neither, let's face it, Thanos ain't even close to being right. Oh no. If people at Marvel I think the Marvel people want to hound DC I see it as honest as I can see it. None of these films follow canon, but they'll say, well, DC's trash, this and that. Well, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of the Marvel films are trash. Now, please send all the subs and hate talk. I'm just giving my personal, honest view of the whole world and how the world views, criticizes. But other than that, if you want to go watch a movie, I think it's a pretty lot of action in it. But don't go expecting it to be canon, because they're following the same, and everybody knew this. This is kind of like a spoiler. They're following the same pattern as the comics did. Now, that don't reveal anything about the movie. But other than that, it's a good movie to go watch. Take the kids. There's a lot of funny moments, a lot of sad moments. And the people were right. There's a lot of mixed emotions. A lot of people are not happy with it. I'm not either, because it follows the same protocol that Marvel took and about ruined the Marvel Cinematic comic, or not the cinematic, but the Marvel Comics industry. It didn't have nothing to do with Captain America becoming Hydra, but damn close. Marvel about screwed it all up. No way in hell would Captain America become part of Hydra. Matter of fact, it was tried one time before, and this just shows you how they don't follow continuity. Back years ago, back in the 70s, 80s, Red Skull used the power of the cube to try to turn Captain America. It didn't work. It worked for a second, but he fought through it and beat it within a few minutes. Many people have tried, and now you can't tell me that the cubic changed everything. Bullshit. So if it couldn't be done the first time, some people's got too strong of a mind, just like this. Some people can be hypnotized because they're weak-minded. But if someone don't want to be hypnotized, you can forget it. They can't be hypnotized. Only someone that wants to be hypnotized can be hypnotized. Weak-minded. And is that what our world's become? A bunch of weak-minded SJWs and all this? What's wrong with this world? A lot of things are wrong. If people are saying that's a whole super good movie, I think Avengers Endgame is a cool thing to watch. But I don't see why everybody's talking so great about it. It ain't that great to me. It was just It was just the same as watching Batman versus Superman. Same stuff, action and everything. Okay to watch. Take the kids, watch it. A lot of action, a lot of flash scenes and all that. A lot of funny moments in both of them. Who cares if it follows canon? They don't. None of these movies follow canon. They don't ever follow canon. Never will. The only one that comes even close to following canon is probably the Captain America films. The ones that followed canon, followed the comic book. But talking about comics, I think DC's got the better. DC Comics is better than Marvel, because Marvel, I've left Marvel. Marvel's so overrated anymore. I mean, it got so much potential with so many good characters. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. You know, it's a good thing. Sad to say, Stan Lee would be very disappointed what they've done. But you know, they're trying to change it for the world view, the SJWs and all that, and they're trying to change the whole diagram for all the new world liberal view, the SAW, pushing their social justice warrior deal on the communities. That's all it's about, and that's all it's ever been. It's about all this stupidity, pushing their view on people. Media, dangerous. But if you just want to go watch it and say, hey, I watched a pretty cool movie, that's pretty cool. A lot of action, a lot of bad things in it happen, and a lot of cool things happen, and something mighty happens, which has happened. About Captain America, I can't say, but in the fight scenes, ending fight, the post part, something amazing happens about Captain America, which I thought was cool, which has been done before. So no spoilers, see. But it makes it worth watching. You know, they did follow some of the canon, but it wasn't perfect. You know, they're never going to appease to the fans, true fans. And I know the Marvel history, and I know the DC history, and none of them have followed. But if you want to go watch a good movie, well, that's cool. They didn't even follow. Wonder Woman was a great movie, but they didn't follow. Aquaman was an awesome movie. I thought Aquaman followed the Jeff Johns remake in '52 perfectly. It was good. I thought Aquaman was super good. Way better than some of these others. Now, it did do good. I thought it was good, and I thought The Man of Steel was good. I thought Batman vs. Superman was good. It was okay, but it didn't follow canon. Be honest with you, Christian Nolan, Batman, never followed Batman hardly close at all. They really goofed it. They dropped the ball. It was more technical and stuff, and it wasn't I don't think the guy that played Batman, what's his name? I think Michael Keaton done so much better. He naturally voice acted it, and Christian Bale had to push his, hey, Batman, like, I bet he had laryngitis for a year after he got done with the Batman movie. And he was a prick on set anyhow. If you ever watch some of the reviews, how he treated some of the people on set, the Michael Keaton Batman was way, way, way better. Val Kilmer did a hell of a job as Batman. Clooney screwed it. But Arnold Schwarzenegger played a hell of a Mr. Freeze. So I could talk about Christopher Reeve played the best Superman, but it didn't follow right exactly canon. It kind of kept some stuff in there, like the mind control, like he's sitting there using his eyes to build a wall. No, Superman's never done that. Must have been some blue kryptonite around. There was all kinds of action. In that kiss, make Lois forget, what the hell is this shit? So I think it's amazing how some of these comic movies, but Christopher Reeve, you know, God rest his soul, he was a hell of a Superman. He done it to the T, and he worked out to get that, make the look, and he did make you believe a man could fly. Just like Star Wars, the early Star Wars movies. Wow. You know, thank God they didn't have canon to weight them down. All these comic comic movies, that they're going to piss somebody off in the fandom. I mean, but that's my honest opinion. You know, you don't take it. It's just my personal opinion. It ain't yours. And that's quite all right. I'm just saying, I don't know why everybody's going goofy about stuff. People have no rationality. And, you know, I think these Marvel wannabes want to constantly get down and, you know, give DC movies, just guss them out, you know. And then you got people at DC wants to put down the Marvel. I'm not in that. I like them both. I like all kind of, like Dark Horse, like Image. You know, I loved all them comics. Them IDWs got a good run, and I like their Lone Ranger run. I like that Lone Ranger comic that's out by Independence. I like Image. I used to collect Image and Valiant. Man, I love that Exo, Manowar, and Solar. Man, that was awesome storyline back in the days. But the comic glut happened. The video glut is coming, and it's going to crash everything. The comic glut crashed the comics. The video putting out half-baked games is going to crash his system. The movie system is going to crash too, because they're going to start making a lot of SJW films. They're going to try to push their freaking political politics on everybody, and people's going to get fed up with this shit. People are already fed up with this shit, like they are with the media. Already is in trouble. I mean, what is it? Freaking CNN. Now, if you look at the Nielsen ratings, Cartoon Network, Yosemite Sam does better than CNN. What the hell? I remember CNN back in the day, you know. Shoot, everybody watched CNN. Everybody got their information from CNN. They had good reporting. Not no more. What's happened in this world? You tell me. Amazing. Amazing. And all the fake media, everybody was saying, here's a good one, Trump is guilty. He's colluded with the Russians. He's guilty. Where is it? I mean, put your money where your mouth is. Where's the evidence? There's still, and what does the Department of Justice say? There's no collusion. But it don't exonerate him either. So it's all a bunch of bullshit, man. We got more things to do in this world than worry about someone colluding with Russia. I mean, he's born American. His family don't even have no Russian tie, but yet, what the hell is wrong with people? If anybody colluded, it was Clinton and Obama. Their secret wiretaps. Obama loudly talking to the ambassador, we'll take care of everything after the election. What's he talking about? Uranium One. I mean, let's go on. But this ain't about a political thing, but this is just a personal worldview of the whole thing. Avengers Endgame? Great? Alright, I don't see it being so damn great like everybody's claiming. And I think it's hype. It's all hype, friends. Infinity War was way better than this. That's all I want to say. Infinity War was so cool. Ultron was made like shit. Look at Ultron. They made him too human. Ultron was never human like that. He's pure evil, but in a mechanical, cold voice. And that's the way they should have made Ultron. Ultron was such a bunch of shit. The first Avengers movie was good because it pulled everybody together and it kind of comic fun, but what's these damn... I mean, I'll give you a good example. The Kree, the people that with Thanos, are what the hell are these creatures? There's nothing about them even in the Marvel comics at all, but people are sitting there drool mouth looking at this like this is some part of canon. It ain't. Thanos never had no army like that. He had despots all over the universe that joined him, according to Jim Starlin in the old Marvel back in the 70s when Thanos came into power and started seeking the soul gem. That's the first one he saw it, because Adam Warlock had it. And that was the whole big bang. It started everything, because he wanted power, and he became allies with Adam Warlock to destroy his alter ego. Well, you know who it was, right? But if you want to know the history of it, go look at the old Marvel comic books. You'll see the history of Thanos. He first appeared in Iron Man 55, and it was Iron Man kind of fell into that deal and exposed it. All right, well, he didn't want to reveal too much, so he just kicked Iron Man to the side. He had despots working for him. But it was also a goal. He's trying to become friends. It first appeared in Captain Marvel. I'm not talking about the female Captain Marvel. I'm talking about the Kree Warrior Marvel. That's where he first appeared. And, of course, I believe he knew he was evil. Because, you know, he had that cosmic awareness, and he could see that his good intentions was evil. You know, because he was a plot to kind of sneak in and infiltrate. That was the first big war for the cosmic cube of power is what Thanos was struggling with. But then he sought the soul gems because he knew there was power in them gems, and then comes to really open the door with Captain Marvel and all that about Thanos. And man, it was so cool. Them was the good old days. You can still get them comics. You can look at them free on certain websites. If you just search for comics to view free, you can find every Marvel comic, DC comic ever made. You can look at them free. You don't have to buy a big data disk, but I ain't going to tell you where you can get that stuff. That ain't my point. I don't want to get no strike or anything, but there's places you can find stuff. But that's my review. If I had to give that Avengers Endgame a 1 to being not worth looking at, a 10. Awesomeness, I'd give it a 7.9. I mean, it ain't worth blowing your sock. It's a good movie. What I'd consider a movie not worth watching is a 5. That's what I would say. A movie not worth watching is a 5. But anyhow, you know, that's all I got to say about the review. It's okay to watch. If you want to take the family, go watch that movie. Well, it's okay. Watch it. But I'm not going to blow its socks off because it ain't worth it. There's some cool moments. There's some terrible moments. But other than that, it's all right. There's some places where the movie just drug. But other than that, it had some pretty good sequences in it, just like all the others. So I hope you enjoyed this honest review. And no spoilers. Go watch it. It's worth watching. Captain Marvel was in it. I thought Brie Larson done a pretty good job. All the people done a good job. They done a good job acting with the video, and I thought they did a good job with it. So thanks for watching. Go see Avengers Endgame. I'm not here to demote it or anything. I think it was alright, but nothing to blow your socks off. Go watch it. You'll enjoy it. I enjoyed it. It was cool. But I ain't going to blow my socks off. It was just as good as any film I've seen. And that's just my particular... And I do know the comics. I've been collecting comics for 40 years, over 40 years, and I've read a lot of them. And if I ever had to pick a movie that absolutely blew me away when I first saw it, I want to go all the way back to Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman. It didn't fall a can, but man, it was superly made because no one ever done that dark Batman appearance. Just when Batman comes down, when these two guys rob a person, one's flipping a coin there, the bat, come on, and Batman comes in there and he jumps down, they shoot him, he falls down, gets back up, and they look. One of them runs, he kicks one, then one takes off, he throws a batarang and pulls him over and hangs him over, and he says, "What are you?" "I'm Batman." Just in a calm, "I'm Batman," in his voice. He didn't have to, like Christian Bale. He didn't have to put all that overacting in it, what I call it. So, it was a good. Christian Bale, Heath Ledger's Joker, awesome. Jack Nicholson's Joker, awesome. They didn't follow it. But Michael Keaton, I think that was the best Batman ever. Batman. If you haven't had a chance to go see it in HD, go watch it. It's awesome. I will tell you, there is a good movie that I've seen here not too long ago. It's a Netflix movie, Polar, with Mads Mikkelsen. It's about a retiring hitman. Oh, that's all I got to say, man. If you ever want to go see a cool show, on Netflix, Polar, with Mads Mikkelsen. Oh, man, it's so cool. You got to go watch it. I'm promoting that. That is super cool movie if you want to watch a cool movie. But thanks for watching, everybody. I gave the movie gave a good, decent review. You know what I said. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll have more reviews, no reviews on certain movies that come out. I have no review on Captain Marvel. I've never really seen it. Didn't really go see it. It didn't appeal to me. I heard a lot of negative about it, and I don't trust the critics, everybody. The critics don't mean nothing to me. I'm not paid to talk and speak. See, that's the thing in video games. You got too many people speaking to be paid to speak well of their game. And then when they get the game, it's a bunch of crap, just like Sniper Ghost, Warrior 3. They was all the critics hid about where there was no multiplayer. Then when they released that game, people go, "Where the hell's the multiplayer at?" And it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. They hid a lot of stuff. So some of the soldiers looked like blocky as ever, but it was okay. It's an okay game. But thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out. Have a good one.